Hey everyone, welcome. In today's short video tutorial, I will show you how to run multiple instances of the same service, same Docker container on a single host with a single network interface card using the same port but with multiple virtual IP addresses. For the demonstration purposes, we will be running multiple instances of the Minecraft Bedrock Server. If you're interested why I'm using a Minecraft server, well, the Bedrock Server, which is for the Windows 10 or Xbox edition of Minecraft, is a specific example because you cannot change the port, you cannot remap it using Docker, you have to use the same port for all your server instances, and within a single host this can be tricky. So again, a perfect example of why I need this solution. So if you're interested, keep on watching. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is László Marcel, and this channel deals with home networking, home automation, and sometimes with related stuff like DIY electronics and even a little bit of 3D printing. Anyway, let's continue with today's topic. Okay, so as a quick overview, I will just use Portainer, and when I show what I wanted here, then I will switch to the actual configuration via Docker Compose file, so you will be able to do the same. Once again, I'm using Minecraft as an example, but you can use whatever you want here. From my point of view here, Minecraft was an important lesson to learn, an important example, because to these servers, the Xbox One console of the girls is also connecting, and on the Xbox One you are not able to specify any ports or whatever, or IP addresses. It will just browse the local network for servers, and because I needed two servers for two different maps, then yeah, I had the problem of using the same host with the same port, which normally ends up with port clash. However, Docker is for the rescue once again. So if we just check out the networks part, this is the definition of virtual networks that my Docker host is running. You must notice that there's this column called driver, and this is pretty much an indicator of what virtual network is using what kind of setup or networking model. So without going into too much details and the ins and outs of how Docker's networking works, let's just take a look on this network, which is called Minecraft default, and it is assigned to my Minecraft servers. So the driver is pretty much mostly bridge, which is the default networking model of Docker. However, for this one it's Mac VLAN. So let's just take a look. Basically, the Mac VLAN networking model provides you an interesting feature. It will assign MAC addresses to your containers, and because they have MAC addresses, they pretty much qualify for being handled as standalone servers. So let's just take a look on my routers. Let's just go network map, and open checking the list of clients, you can see these two here. So this is pretty cool. These are containers, but for the outside world they look like something like a VM or an actual standalone machine. So because of this, obviously the Xbox One will recognize these LAN servers as two separate servers, and this is pretty much I wanted. So the different options you have for the Mac VLAN network model is well documented. So there's this official documentation on the Docker home site, and there are some other documentation. It's well documented. It's not a new feature, but yeah, in this case this is extremely useful. So let's take a look on the configuration. So I use Docker Compose to start this stack, and as you can see here, I have two instances, two containers, Minecraft Bedrock 1, Minecraft Bedrock 2, but this could be whatever 1, whatever 2. Point is they are using the same port, and again, I cannot change that port. The main point here is this network definition. So we are not going with the default network model, and because of that I have to create a configuration for different network. And for this stack, this network will still be the default network. I just want to have this single one. However, the driver is overridden, so you might remember that it was bridge for most of the networks, but this time it's Mac VLAN. And for the drivers, depending on the actual driver, there are different options. Again, this is part of the documentation. For now, for us, the only important option is parent, which is the name of your actual network interface, the physical network interface of the host. So this can be something like @0 or something like that. In my case, it is this one. So you will also need a subnet, which is basically the subnet of the network. Now, interestingly enough, this can be the same subnet the host relies in. So instead of creating a subnet or something like that, or virtual subnet, you will just inject your hosts into the same subnet. They will be pretty much on the same level as the actual Docker host. So in my network, the Docker host has an IP with 177 standing right here instead of that 0, and as you could see previously, those two containers, those Minecraft servers, are 201, 202, so these are in the same subnet, which is again what I need, because the Xbox is also in this subnet and it will just find them easily. And also, not to mention other PCs and whatnot in the house. Okay, so what else do you need besides this configuration? For each container that you want to include in this network and you want to have as an IP address assigned, you will have to add these 3 lines here. So networks default, this is basically the name of the network from here, and an IPv4 address. So this is something I'm not really satisfied with, but this is the only way I could make this work. Basically, you directly assign an IP address for each of the containers. Yeah, DHCP would be better, but as far as I saw, it's not yet supported, so you cannot tell Docker that, hey, you should just ask your friendly neighborhood DHCP server and get an IP address for those containers, but instead Docker will assign to them, and from the router's point of view, they will be statically assigned IP addresses, just like when you decide to set up an IP address by hand for your PC or whatever. This is not what the average user does nowadays, but it was a thing, I don't know, 20 years ago or something like that. Nowadays everyone just relies on some smart DHCP server, so this is kind of a drawback. But if you, for example, configure your DHCP server to a subset of the range like I did, basically my DHCP server does not distribute any IP address that is above 200, then it should not be a problem, so there will be no clashes. Also, when the router starts distributing IP addresses, we'll just realize that, okay, this IP address is taken already because it's statically assigned to some host, because it doesn't know it's a Docker container, and then it will just pick a different one for all those hosts. So basically this is all you need. So I think it's time to wrap up. I originally meant this as a quick tutorial. Obviously this video assumes that you know Docker and you know Docker Compose, but if you have questions, I will help you figure out what's going on, what's the problem, what is not working for you. So with that, let's close this video. I hope you liked it, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Well, other than that, hope to see you next week with another video. Bye. You're still here. That's good, because that means you kinda liked my video. If so, feel free to check out these other videos too. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That helps me a lot. And yeah, if you click the bell button, you will get also notified about new videos.